guys, so it's time to show you guys how to replace evaporated water, and also the difference of replacing evaporated water in freshwater tanks and saltwater tanks. So the first thing we're going to do is going to fill up this bucket of water. Alright guys, so we got our 5-gallon bucket here. So we have, or I have, well water in the house, so it's really good water for fish tanks. If you do have well water in your house, it's the best for your fish tanks. First of all, you're going to have less algae growing in your fish tanks. I'm going to guarantee you that. It's going to be less algae, your water is going to be more healthier, and besides, the type of well water that is the best is the soft one. Because then it's easier, way easier to keep viscous when you have well water that's a soft type of well water. But here's what I'm going to show you. So this is Prime. You can use AquaSafe or any other product like Start Right or anything that is specifically designed to use to remove chlorine and other trace elements. Not only does it remove chlorine, it also removes nitrate and ammonia. So what we're going to do is, I usually don't follow the instructions on this, I take it safer, is I pour a cap full into the 5-gallon bale or bucket. And after that, I do mix it in, and this stuff works instantly. It will remove your chlorine. So after you do that, we go and pour it in the sump or into your tank. Alright guys, so we are going to be pouring the water in the sump. Here's the one thing here. So what I do in my sump is I have 2 tags there. The bottom tag is the minimum operating level for my pump to pump water back up, and the top of this tag right here is the maximum level that you want to have in your sump. Every sump has to have that, and same thing on your fish tank. If your fish tank has a certain level that it has to be to the brim, please mark it or have basically a structure that tells you how high you want your water in there to be. So I don't want my water higher than this. My sump does have a special leveler thing where I could choose at what level I want the water in my tank. So if I want less water level in my tank, there's going to be more water in the sump. If I want more water in the tank, there's going to be less water in the sump. Same volume of water, just controls how much water you want in every container. Just like I said though, make sure you know how much maximum water you can put in your tank and what's the lowest operating level for your pump to handle. Because if it doesn't have water, it will burn up. And it can be catastrophic for you to replace the pump, because by the time you replace the pump, all your livestock can die because there won't be oxygen. So I mean, unless you have an oxygen backup system. But yeah, you don't want your pump to burn out. 1, your livestock can die. 2, they can be costly. Like a brand new pump can cost up to $200. I mean, I didn't pay that much for it. I always buy my stuff used and I get a deal for it. But I always buy my equipment usually used or from China. I mean, it works. I never had problems really with a lot of China products. Like this UV sterilizer, I've been using the bulb now for almost 2 years, so I'm going to have to replace that one soon. No problems at all. The UV sterilizer works fine, no leaking, no burning, so sometimes just people have bad apples. And all these LED lights are running from China. There's Mars Aqua, and they have been absolutely just fine. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and pour water in there. And guys, just like that, you pour water in your sump until the level rises to your desired maximum level. Alright, so there is one more thing I do want to explain. The differences between pouring water in fresh or salt, replacing the evaporated water. Absolutely nothing. But for salt, if you don't have enough salt or like salinity levels, or you want to have less, you add more fresh water, or you add fresh water to salt. You do the pre-mixing and then add. You don't just add salt directly in the tank. But yeah, you do not. There is no difference of replacing evaporated water between a fresh or saltwater tank. The only difference is add the salt in the water you replace and make sure it's well mixed well, and then pour it in. Do not add salt whatsoever in a tank full of livestock. They could die from it because the salt can get between their gills, and that's it. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. See you next time.